Did you know that there are actual signals and specific indicators to let you know if you are in the flow or in the zone, or at least approaching being in the flow or in the zone, which basically means the same thing: right place, right time. There's an ease to it, getting what you want. So, starting today and the next few weeks, we're going to be covering the zone, the indicators, and why understanding this wonderful frame of reference will help you get what you want and position yourself to be in the right place at the right time. So let me give you just a little bit of history today about the zones. And I love this story. The zones were discovered by Alan Walter, and basically what he did was he looked back all the way to Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. He looked at Jesus of Nazareth. He looked at Henry Ford. He looked at Alexander Graham Bell, and he looked at Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin and a whole bunch of other people. And what he wanted to know was, and if you think about these people, they all made great discoveries in their own fields of expertise, different fields. One's automobile, one's electricity, and so on. But they all made great discoveries, which forever changed the future in which we are living today. And what he wanted to know was just two simple questions. The first one was, were these people born with this innate intelligence? And the answer is yes. And did they do certain things that were common among all of them, so that he could pinpoint it? So if the answer was yes, he could pinpoint it, and the wheel would not have to be reinvented, which I think is fabulous. And the answer is yes, they did do certain things, and they did have certain attributes that they developed. There's actually 6 in the green zone, 12 total in the green zone that they developed so that they could become masters in their areas of expertise. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about that. And first, I want to look at the zones, because it's really important for you to kind of have the mindset that the zones are an excellent frame of reference, just like the gauges on the dashboard of your car. You kind of need to know if you've got gas in the tank. You need to know if there's enough water running through the whole system so the car does not run hot, right? And you need to make sure that just all the indicators are working and functioning in great order so you can get from point A to point B. So think of the zones like that. And in the red zone, there are certain behaviors in each zone. And in the red zone, basically, real simple, the person's not getting what they want. Okay, they're probably living their worst nightmare. I hope not, but probably living one of their worst nightmares versus their dreams. That's what's going on in the red zone. Just not getting what they want. And when that's going on, you're connected to the wrong people at the wrong place at the wrong time. In the yellow zone, status quo, basically mediocrity. You have a few little wins, but nothing to write home about. Just status quo, kind of working for security. And that's what goes on. The comfort zone, if you will. But when you get into the green zone, you're actually in the right place at the right time, doing the right things with the right people, and you will be living your dreams. Maybe you haven't achieved the biggest dream there yet, but that's okay. You will be getting what you want. You will be living and achieving some of those dreams. And you will be connected to the right people at the right place, the right time, in the right positions. That's why it works and you're getting what you want. That's why you're living your dream. So there's on the frames of reference here, the reason why it's so important to understand each zone and what makes up the zone and the behaviors of it is so that you can live the life that you want to live, that you can design your life the way you want to design it and live in that place where you're achieving what you want, getting what you want, not living your worst nightmares. And with that, we have a really, really in-depth assessment called the personal zones profile. We're not talking about that today, because guess what? We created a short assessment that is related to only the green zone. 10 questions, and all you have to do is just answer the questions. They're multiple choice. You only got one answer. It's really quick. So fill out the self-assessment and see, are you in the green zone most of the time? It's going to indicate where you are connected to being in the green zone. Is it most of the time? Are you yellow zone when it comes to being in the green zone? Or are you red zone when it comes to being in the green zone? So go to the comment section. There's going to be a link right there. It's a short assessment. Find out where you are. And then next week, we're going to talk about some of the specific attributes of being in the zone. Why? So you can experience it more often. And if you're not there and you're in one of those other zones that you don't want to be in, that's okay. These questions open up your mindset so that you can shift it and think about things differently, which causes a change in the zone you're in. See you next week. Stay tuned.